This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by the letter Q and also GoDaddy.com.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this out earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
This is my favorite story of all time. Alright, moving on. You put zombie and you put theory in the title, and I don't want to do it.
Theory zombie Kevin.
Diggnation.com.
Hello and welcome to Diggnation, episode number 14. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Diggnation, of course, covers all the weekly top stories on the social bookmarking and technology news website, Digg.com. That's Digg.com.
Double G-Z.
That's right.
That's how you say it. Anyway, we're coming to you from the Dolby Labs.
Yes, thus
in
all the...
sweet San Francisco.
That would be the reason for all the
Dolby
millions of dollars worth of expensive equipment behind us.
I don't know how we were allowed to drink beer around this, but we pulled some strings.
At first, they weren't.
We were like, so we're going to be drinking beer, and they're like, wait, what? Really?
I think that's why they gave us these, though.
They
kind of contain the beer.
Yeah, they gave us these cool, like, chum decanters.
Yeah.
Which actually, I'm going to say they're crystal, probably not, but
I think they are,
They
actually.
say Dolby etched in them. And we don't have any scotch or anything, or Merlot, although you wouldn't put that in a decanter.
Dude, I almost spit beer again, and there's a crap ton of equipment in front of me.
These are like ProLogic 2 multi-channel audio decoders and encoders. Don't be spitting on them.
No beer spitting this time.
So anyway, we decided to put our beers in them.
Yes.
But before we talk about beers, we should talk about why we're here at Dolby Labs. And your friend Jack works here.
Yeah, he works at Dolby, and he's a good friend of mine. Went back and actually did a segment on the screensavers here about...
Which I saw.
About, what's that,
17
a year
years ago,
right? Yeah, something like that, a year and a half ago. Something like that. And he brought on Dolby headphone technology at the time. It was this little box that he got from Japan. It wasn't available in the States yet. And I got a chance to play with it way back when we were playing Quake 3, and it was freaking unbelievable. And nobody's really had a chance to experience that, and they're starting to actually bundle this technology into little portable devices, like
which is just great
media players.
You don't need any fancy headphones. Like, you can use any headphones.
Right. You just need a device that supports it and that can play it, and they're starting to do it. He's like, hey, do you want to come in and we can do a demo on your podcast? I said, that'd be awesome.
And which is great, because no podcast that we know of has ever used this technology.
I think it's the world's first.
So we're ready to show it off, as it were.
All right.
Shall we do it? So, okay, so before we do anything, you need to put headphones on. Because that's why it's called Dolby headphones. It's not called Dolby speakerphones. It's Dolby headphones. Don't spit on the multi-track encoders.
Dude, no jokes while I'm drinking.
That's when my best stuff comes out. It just happens. I'm sorry.
All right.
There's some sort of...
interconnect.
I'm not going to say anything bad, because that's just bad. So anyway, put your headphones on and just press pause and put them on.
Yes. So go ahead and hit pause right now.
They already did.
And we'll meet you back.
And we'll just sit here for 5 minutes.
Welcome back. All right. They got the headphones on.
How did they do so quickly?
Because they hit pause.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay. So they're back, and now that you have your headphones on, any headphones, iPod headphones, anything like that, we're going to play around with technology.
Why you gotta say iPod headphones?
Well, I'm not saying they didn't pay us. I like the iPod, though. I like my Nano. It's good. It's a good piece of technology. All right, so let's play around with. Let's start with the. John's actually going to help us out, and going to play like a gun battle or something like that, or
like a little trailer ID.
A little trailer ID.
Trailer ID.
That's what I call them, gun battles.
Gun battles. Gun battle or trailer ID.
Okay, let's start off. Here we go.
Okay, you might hear some pops when we switch over.
Dolby headphone.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. And now I think, are we in Dolby headphone?
Not yet. Okay. So we can.
That was pretty cool.
That was my friend Jack.
Dolby headphone. Welcome to Dolby headphone.
That's all he does for Dolby.
That's it? That's his whole
just
name? Oh,
We're in
did you
headphone
just
now.
jump?
Yeah, we're in 5.1.
Oh,
we
snap.
are in 5.1. This feels weird.
Who is over on this side? It's Alex.
I am on the other side. Are we moving us around now? He's moving us around.
Where are we? We're dancing. Where are we? You can't find us. You can't find us because we're in Dolby headphones.
Hold on, we
are
need
we
to find
behind
out.
you or are we under you?
We need to find out where we are. So
Is
where
that
am
what
I?
6.1 is? It's one under the chair.
Alex is getting moved from
I am.
left to
I
left
am
around.
moving from
So
the left to left around.
Stop
That
doing
is
that.
where I am
You're not a
going.
robot. Where am I? Where am I? Right?
The right's around.
Right's around. Okay, cool.
Hey Kevin, I'm over here.
I'm over here, Alex.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that pretty awesome?
Dude, this is crazy.
It is crazy. It
If
is
they had,
crazy.
I mean, having this technology built into your
Yes.
device would just rock because you could listen to anything.
That's one of the yeah. I mean, it's cool. We wanted to have it on for so many different reasons, but like the cool thing is that just you got to look for devices that have this built in. So
Yeah.
it'll be awesome once they get those launched.
When they get this launched, now let's drink out of the Dolby decanters. Love it.
It's cool
So
stuff.
should we go back to normal, non-fun mode?
So we switch back to standard stereo. Okay, so we're gonna do the down
Okay.
switch.
Downgrade.
And
We're back.
are we back?
We're back in.
back. Okay, so this is.
So you can see
standard.
how flat and stale this is, and now it's just going to be up to our
Yeah.
witty banter to keep you entertained.
But we have good stories.
We have good stories.
And we have good beer.
And we have good beer, so let's move on to
I've
the beer.
almost drank all my beer already because
Dude.
I started drinking early.
Yes, you did.
Today I'm drinking Tecate, which is a beer from Mexico. I've had it before.
I'm hooked.
Wasn't a fan then.
I hope you had.
Not a big fan now. It's okay.
What?
It's okay. I like Corona better. Corona to me, a little lime,
Mexico.
candy water.
Yeah, it's good times.
Yes. What'd you get?
I got something really random. Let me see what it is. It's called Beer Republic Racer 5 Indian Pale Ale. Mm-hmm. And, from a decanter, it actually tastes pretty good. Mm-hmm. Although John, the sound technician, was telling us that it looks like big bottles of urine. So, and if that is true, then I think I need to drink more water because I look a little dehydrated there.
You definitely hadn't had any water
Ooh,
in
it's
2
got
days.
I think I must have had asparagus or something before.
Dude, that is
horrible.
terrible.
It's true, though.
Why does
It's a
asparagus do that?
Nutty asparagus smell in my pee.
Right. First story of the day is yours. Don't spit on the equipment, man.
I was going to say, I was like, how are you going to do this? It's my story.
All right.
Like, moving on. Alex, moving on.
Go ahead.
All right, first story. It's good times. Windows is officially broken. Mm-hmm. Microsoft has admitted it. That's good. 2,500 people. 2,508? I guess 2,508 people. You'd think we'd get better at reading numbers and names.
Seriously, it hasn't. What episode are we on? 14?
Yeah, really, yeah.
Sorry.
Good times. So 2,508 people dug the story submitted by the Hypnotoad. Mm-hmm. Windows is broken, and Microsoft has admitted it. In an unprecedented attempt to explain its Longhorn problems and how it's abandoned its traditional way of working, the normally secretive software giant has given unparalleled access to the Wall Street Journal, even revealing how Vice President Jim Allchin personally broke the bad news to Bill Gates.
Yes.
Now, this is a big deal because we had heard of these, that they were having such hard times getting Longhorn developed and finished and ready to go.
Yeah, they kept blowing their dates. They were saying we're going to launch it in 2 years from now or a year and a half from now, and then all of a sudden they're like, we mean 2 years.
Yeah, it reminded me of Halo 2 there for a little while.
We mean 2.5 years. Yeah, I mean, it kept getting pushed back, and now we finally understand why and all the politics that were going behind the scenes at the time.
So what happens is the way that Microsoft had built its software empire was that the way they worked is they would send like 1,000 programmers out to do little subtasks.
Yeah, compartments of the...
Yeah, and then they would string it all together. Well, they found out, hey, a giant software operating system is probably not best built that way.
Right, and they took some advice from like the whole Linux kernel thing where that's the
Well, after
change.
they figured out it was
Right.
bad, yeah.
Exactly, because you can only patch things and like pull things together and tie them together for so long. They've been doing that since like Windows 3.1 days.
Well, but they were also saying that they were losing business because people were like, you know what? If you're not going to be secure, then F and the A. We're out of here. You know what I mean? Like, that's it, Microsoft.
Yeah. So they did the right thing. They said, hey, screw it. We're going to push our production schedule out a little bit.
Yep.
And we're going to start from the ground up. We're going to take like the Linux model and the fact that we're going to take the kernel, just the raw kernel of the operating system, really develop it and get it the way we want it, and then be able to plug in the modules as we see fit. So they're saying Windows Vista will be a very basic operating system at launch, but later...
Not too many bells and whistles
right, exactly.
on the offset, yeah.
Exactly. Later on, you'll be able to have like the WinFS file system and then all these different components that build the modular like that.
My buddy Mike Rizzo's brothers was working on WinFS.
And what did he say?
Damn it, they took it out. What do you mean, what did he say?
I don't know.
He was like, yay, I don't have to work anymore. What?
No, I know. I heard. I was
He was like, those bastards took the thing out.
But for good reason.
I'm sure he didn't call them bastards, and he's just been fired. I just got word.
and he's gone.
That is the sound of him slowly dying under the foot
Gates
of Bill
said
Gates.
word.
Yeah, Bill Gates is like,
He's off.
his whole family is dead. Well, didn't we say that last episode? That's how Bill Gates works?
It's our second.
So, I guess it's sort of all, God, who wants to be Jim Allchin? Huh?
Oh, I know.
Excuse me, Mr. Gates, could I have a moment?
Our operating system sucks.
Remember that next operating system we wasn't released? Remember
Mr.
Longhorn? Woo! Funny story. I'm leaving. That's awesome.
But this was a very popular story. Definitely go check out the article.
Well, it's good because now
good read.
hopefully
It's like 5 pages.
Yeah, and also all the crap that we've been dealing with XP, with all the security updates and the patches and all that blah blah blah. Hopefully, we won't have to deal with as many.
Yeah, they're saying that a lot of the things like the quicker boot times, less reboots after applying patches and things like that because of the way that they're designing this OS. So maybe good things to come.
We shall see.
Yes, we shall.
Kevin, we will wait with bated breath.
That's right. Moving on, next story. Watch TV shows through Google TV. 1,585 people dug this story, submitted by Philly. Google is to begin broadcasting television programs over the internet. The search engine has already signed up an American channel to provide programs for Google TV and is in talks with the BBC to broadcast its shows as well. Google's first move into TV is to broadcast Chris Rock's sitcom called Everybody Hates Chris.
Yes.
I actually went to the website and watched this because I really didn't. I saw
You watched the show?
Yeah, I did. I watched the first like 10 minutes. I can't handle that stuff.
Well, you don't
it was
like
a good
TV.
show. I don't like TV. I'm not a huge TV fan.
I'm
But,
a huge TV fan.
I know you are.
Oh,
That's
I could spend my entire day watching TV.
Are you serious?
I watch almost every single new show that comes out. Most of them suck.
That's good to know.
Although, most of them suck.
That's right. So
There are a few good ones, although
got-
I haven't seen Everybody Hates Chris.
yeah, so you can go to video.google.com/Chris, and it will take you to this like custom page. You can see it doesn't even look
That
like
is
Google
custom.
at all.
No, it says
And-
Google, but it doesn't look like Google.
No, it doesn't. Dude, stop mocking me.
Sorry.
And you can hit play directly within. You don't need any special third-party software. It plays through a Flash player.
Oh, that's
well, I
cool.
mean, you do. I guess Flash is third-party, but it's all bundled in like 98.5% of browsers out there. But it's nice that it just starts streaming, it starts playing, and there were so many people hitting this at once. Obviously, Google has their technology right in the fact that I didn't get any like buffering. Hold on a second. You know when
Yeah.
something gets really
Yeah.
popular and like
Oh,
it
yeah.
hits the press, all of a sudden you can't watch video online.
Yep.
I don't know how Google's doing it, but it's pretty impressive.
Well,
that
now this is interesting because I will say, not the first company to do it. The UPN's or WB's Supernatural was released 2 weeks early. The full pilot was released on Yahoo,
Oh, that's
on the
interesting.
Yahooligans site. Which that one is actually a good. That one's probably one
You
I'm
like
going to
that
watch for the rest of
Yahooligans?
No, not Yahooligans. The
Okay,
Supernatural,
I
the
didn't-
TV show. The
I didn't know you were like a
Supernatural.
big fan of the Yahooligans or something.
Yeah, the Yahooligans. They go to soccer matches,
No,
beat people up. It's really fun.
What I'm interested in though is the fact that Google's getting into this business. It's really cool. It's kind of like a la carte TV. Like you could go back and in
Are
the
they doing?
future.
How are they doing the advertising? They're just not. They're just.
I don't know if they have ads bundled in or not.
Here's the thing. This is the time. I'm wondering if you'll ever see a show like ER, a
Mm-hmm.
popular show that's not hurting for ratings, on something like this. Clearly, Supernatural pilot. People wanted to get buzz.
Right.
You don't need to waste
well.
the time on whatever day it is at a
What
time.
about-
I use a replay TV, so it doesn't matter to me.
What about like previous seasons? Like a good example is like
No,
I'll watch.
dude, they would never do that. DVD sales, come on.
Well, no.
Most of the freaking income
I
now comes from
understand that,
DVD
but
sales.
DVDs have to spend money to get them pressed and get them shipped and get them boxed and to market them. Here,
So they'll
wait,
give it
hold on.
away free.
No, I didn't say free.
Versus
I didn't say free.
pay.
Google is going to have the ability to charge for videos in the future, and they might have like some type of little thing where you go to check out, you buy a show for $1, boom, you have it, you can watch it whenever you want.
Play
as long
devil's
as you log
advocate
in.
here for a second.
What? That's
I'm
Dolby
just-
equipment that you went over there.
Just gonna play
Don't
devil's
touch
advocate
the
for a
Dolby
second.
equipment.
I totally touched it. We gotta go. We almost
done
snuck
with my
into
beer.
we almost snuck into
Oh, don't say that. Can we say that?
No.
No, okay.
can't say it.
We didn't get in.
We didn't
That
get
makes you
in,
feel any
but
better,
there was a
Dolby.
room here that you're not
we
supposed to go into.
Yes, and we like we're like, haha, we're running, and then all of a sudden we were like,
We're not supposed to be here.
No, we didn't get in. We didn't get in. We didn't get in. We
but
didn't see
there's-
anything. I swear.
It's a development room where secret stuff happens.
Jack has just passed out. But what was I talking about? Devil's advocate?
Oh
yeah. Who the hell's gonna want to pay? First off, I pay cable. I pay for cable.
Cancel your cable.
I can.
What if you could get everything you wanted?
I can. It's called BitTorrent.
Oh, I'm talking
Did I
legally.
say that? Did
I'm
I
talking
say that?
legally.
Oh no, I didn't. Let's move on, shall we?
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
Zombie infection simulations.
High quality news here. at Diggnation.
1,526 people dug this story submitted by Used Napkin. That's his name.
No, it's a used napkin. It's actually sitting
Yes.
at home. It's like,
"Yeah,
they dug my story.
This is a simulation built with processing by Kevin Davis and Mario Lopez that simulates a zombie infestation in a city.
Any city or
just
specific?
a little small city.
Okay.
You're going to adjust tons of factors, including population, soldiers, weapons, fighters, whether zombies can break through walls, and even dropping bombs on the city. And he goes, very interesting.
So you could have a very non-realistic zombie attack where they can't, where they can break through walls, and then a really realistic
It's pretty
attack
cool.
where
Okay.
they cannot break through walls.
First of all, this has been out for a while, and for the people that have already seen this, you have to go check it out again because they've added a whole bunch of features.
I love it. It's like a little flash cam.
Yeah, if you first look at it, is Flash application. When you first take a look at it, it looks like just like a bunch of like houses, and you see random dots
Those
scattered.
do not look like houses, Kevin.
They kind of look like little houses.
They're random gray boxes.
Okay, so hold on. How do we restart? So let me just click refresh here. So
Yeah,
once,
no, right click and
there we go.
refresh.
So once you refresh, you see a ton of
Hey,
little.
there's 3 zombies, 2 zombies. One of them got killed. 3 zombies, 4
you can
5,
see 'em right
6,
there.
7, 8, 9, 10, 6.
Hold on. Let's explain to
Oh, I
people
see.
what's going
People
on.
are getting killed.
So what's happening is you see about 10, 15,000 dots at any given time flying across the screen because these people are freaking out as the zombies break out.
Dude, that's
And if a
awesome.
zombie comes in contact with
This
a
would
standard
totally
person,
be me, just like sitting in the corner walking back and forth.
Let me finish. If a zombie comes in contact with a person, it turns the person green. See what's happening here?
Nice.
So you can see the spread throughout the city. So you can
30
watch
seconds, there's
how
already
fast it's happening.
1,500 zombies.
So let's go ahead.
30 seconds,
Hold
people.
on. Let's use some guns here. So you hit B
Seriously.
to use guns, and now we're increasing the gun rate here. So now we're allowing guns.
So we're in some southern
So they
state.
can actually shoot the so they can actually shoot the zombies. I don't know. It's fun to play with. It's fun to play with. There's a ton of different options. You can drop bombs on zombies.
Well, I'm
Good
glad
little
that there was
flash
some
game.
interactivity because I looked at that and I was like, I'm mesmerized. What does it do again?
No, it's cool.
just
It's,
like
it's a
bunch of
simulation.
It
It's
is.
it's a scientific experiment. Should zombies ever break free?
Yes, and hopefully they will just stay contained in zoos as they should be. Like, what?
Okay.
All right, let's move on.
All right.
TechTV not coming back. Sorry, folks. G4 is turning into the new Spike TV. 1,757 people dug this story submitted by Ant1532. Was there really that many people who had the name Ant? I'm just saying. More bad news for us Tech TV fans, me including. I was a Tech TV fan for many years before they became G4 Tech TV and then hired me. G4 is now getting shows such as reruns of The Man Show. Many thought a new person in charge would help, but it's going more the other way.
Yes.
So here's the deal. Charles Hirschhorn was fired, or should I say asked to resign, and did gracefully in the guise of, I just decided to go to Bahamas.
Right.
And then they brought in some new guy from, Fox
Sports
or
or
some
something like that.
Fox
Fox.
Anyway, what they've decided to do is they decided that they're going to not focus as much on pure gaming shows, but also on content that they believe gamers would be interested in, like reruns of really shitty Fox shows.
Dude, have you ever seen?
Like, why would you buy content of a show that aired 4 times? Like, what?
Dude, the Man Show.
No, this is they bought Fastlane.
Oh, I haven't
That
seen
Fox show with like frickin' the guy like BQ whatever Bill Bellamy.
I never
was in
saw it.
I mean, come
Was
on.
it good? No.
It was on 4 times.
Okay.
And they bought 22 episodes.
Well, they also
Smart.
bought. Well, they just bought the Man Show for $8 million.
$8 million.
Yeah, it's $8 million. So that's what Variety said or something. I think it was
Wow.
8. I could be wrong, but
Whatever.
check out. It's something. It's in the millions.
Did I tell you I got a call for an audition for the Man Show promo on G4?
Are you serious? They weren't
this-
calling because they were calling for you. It was
No.
just for you.
It was a whole different casting company, a whole advertising agency. My
Yeah.
commercial agent called and was like, "You got to go to this voiceover audition for the Man Show." And I was like, "Oh, it's back?
Have you seen the Man Show 3 or 4 times?
What the hell was that?"
I'm just kidding. Dude,
where would that come from?
I'm just saying it's
Have you
stupid.
seen
No, I'm
the
just
Man
saying
Show
like
3 or 4 times?
why would you watch it like over and over again? It's like
Dude.
so old. It's like why
Well,
are they buying this?
I don't know, but the ad, I can't tell you the ad. I think they
Get
signed
MacGyver or something. Who has MacGyver right now? Spike?
Spike has
Yeah.
MacGyver. Spike has MacGyver.
They need to buy like the quality shit.
Spike has MacGyver. Knight Rider? See a little bit of Knight
Knight
Rider?
Rider would be cool.
Thundercats?
Voltron.
Voltron. I just had this conversation with my friend I played poker with. We were chatting about like all the old school stuff, like Galaxy Rangers.
What did he say?
Sky Commander. But we talked about this the other day where I was like, there are all these great 80s cartoon shows that nobody can remember, like Inhumanoids and Sky Commanders and Visionaries, and people are like, and I'm like, dude, we grew up at the same time. Why were you watching
I
this
don't
stuff?
remember that stuff.
You didn't watch TV.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You were out. Yeah.
I was on my computer most of the time.
Yeah. Well, clearly.
Next story. Moving on.
Moving on.
All right.
That's a good tan you got going.
Ingenious $100 laptop. What did you say?
Nothing.
At $100 at MIT.
Ooh, good.
3,101 people.
These are all Pentium 90s, right?
No. Dug this story submitted by TPI Mental. He says, not only is the laptop cheap, but it's designed very well throughout. The battery doubles as a handle, and a shoulder strap is a power supply and plug. He said, I would definitely buy a few of these. Now, if you take a look at the laptop, here's, if you're watching the video version.
It looks nice. It looks like a Sony Vaio. Looks like a Sony Vaio.
It looks exactly like a Sony Vaio, but take a look at the, look at that nice little handle right there.
Come on.
Hold on. It's got a hand crank. Should you be without power?
What?
Yes, it turns into a handheld. You can.
Oh no, it's a tablet PC. It's a tablet PC. I'm done.
But hold on. Look at the
done.
power modules that go in. The strap that converts into a. That's nice. It's well thought out.
All right, the strap is nice.
The strap is nice. The hand crank is nice. So there's no electricity around. You can just crank your laptop.
When was the last time you were standing in the middle of a field and you wanted to check your Wi-Fi email?
Hold on.
Huh?
This was not developed for the United States. This was developed for struggling third
Oh well, now you're just a dork. I can't say anything bad about that.
Why?
I can't be like, well, screw
You
those.
just did.
No.
People need hand cranks in certain countries.
Sure. Like out in the fields of Scotland, where they have no plugs, just sheeps, and they want to track their sheep production.
Sorry. Sorry. The sheep. There's got to be an application for that. Sheep herder 3.0.
Oh, geez. Where are my sheep? About 16 wolves now.
You got RFID tags on the sheep.
Ah, no. It's shearing time. My laptop just binged.
Oh, it's hot in here. Totally needs to get some AC.
I think it's us, Kevin. This is like the 5th place we've been that's hot. It might be us. Oh, that was awesome.
Okay.
On the plains of Scotland.
All right.
With your laptop with a crank.
Next story.
Dude, I gotta read the next story. What are you talking about? Next story. All right, here we go.
$100 is cheap, though. I'd buy a few.
Yeah, just throw them in your car in case you get lost. God, that was awesome. Okay, giant squid snapped in the deep. I love these technical news articles. Zombies and giant squid. I'm crying about those freaking Scottish people. Those poor bastards.
Read.
All right. 1,826 people.
I'm going to read this for you, okay? Jack is leaning up against the wall because he's crying so hard. I'm going to read this for you.
No, wait, I got it. I got my crap together. All right, 1,826 people dug this story, submitted by D. La Fanta. It's like a ring announcer. All right, from nature.com. This is actually really big news. This is the first ever photograph of a giant squid. I should have a napkin for my eyes. In the wild. So they actually finally caught a giant squid on camera alive.
Right.
All they had seen before were dead squid. Japanese researchers snapped this 8-meter monster, which I believe converts to 23, 4, 5 feet, 25 feet, something like that.
Whatever you say.
Big squid. As it attacked their bait in the inky blackness, almost a kilometer below the waves. I have no idea how low that is.
Quite a ways.
Yeah, good times. So the deal is that this is the first time, people had actually thought that giant squid were the sort of the basis of all the old sea monster stories.
Right.
Because they're huge. They can grow supposedly up to about 80 feet long. An 80-foot anything is huge. You know what I mean? That's the size of a yacht.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they had no idea whether these were just fairy tales, or whether they actually existed. Well, there was one that washed up on shore, right? Jay,
they found one on shore, and then they
didn't know how far along it was in the life cycle.
Right.
It was fully grown, or what the deal was.
Right.
But this is the first time ever, so scientists are really excited about this.
Yes, they are. Well, the other thing is that they knew that the way that they found these, which is interesting, is that they knew that I think it's sperm whales. Was it sperm whales that eat them? I don't know. Jay doesn't know. Keith does. So it was the sperm whales, and what happened was they figured, because they kept opening up these sperm whales that they find, and they would see pieces of giant squid. So these Japanese people decided to do, which is they're just clever, those Japanese folk, they decided to follow the sperm whales. Because they figured they follow the giant squid, we follow the sperm whales, and lo and behold, bam, giant squid in the wild, alive, eating their camera.
Nice.
Good times.
Excellent. Check out the story for that one. There's all kinds of pictures up there.
Yeah. Which I'm sure Keith will flash up.
I think probably
See, now we're
already
trying to
did.
be like contained because we almost lost it.
I know.
It's like,
calm
that
down.
is a very interesting story.
Yes.
We move on today. 16 children
All right, next story.
had fun in the park.
Digg. Digg now has RSS-enabled search. 1,367 people dug the story submitted by me. All returned. It's the first time
That's not
I actually
the
talked
word
about my own
me, it's
story.
like Kevin.
Yes, Kevin Rose. All returned search results now have a corresponding RSS page. Great for data miners or anyone that's interested in live keyword-based RSS search results. Let me explain how this works,
Please do.
because I don't think you understand it. Do you? Or no?
Of course. It just makes an RSS page that you can go and point to or see the feed.
You're good.
Oh.
No. So here's how it works. So let's say you're interested in a certain topic.
Yes.
Let's say you are interested in any story that has to do with the iPod Nano.
Okay.
Do a search on Digg right now for Nano as your keyword.
Okay.
Say you only want promoted stories. You can choose a drop down there.
Nice.
Just the stories that have had enough attention where they're promoted.
Okay.
And then it'll give you a little RSS button. If you subscribe to that feed with any RSS newsreader or with a Firefox Live bookmark, you now have like a real-time view into Digg as
Always
stories,
updating
always
those
updating
certain
as they're
things.
getting promoted under those
Nice.
keywords. So it's really cool if you just want to see like the latest and greatest. You could do that for
So you
stories.
can do like the news on the Xbox 360.
Right.
Every time a news story came up on the Xbox 360,
instantly appear in your
instantly
feed.
appear in my RSS
Pretty cool.
feed. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun because like there's stuff. It allows you to retrieve stuff right away without doing a search. So if you want to see Xbox 360 related stuff,
Yes.
you can say, show me stuff that has not made the homepage yet, that was just newly submitted, and I want to find the latest and greatest news about the Xbox 360. Subscribe to
Nice.
those keywords, and you'll have the content delivered right there to you. Pretty cool
Nice.
stuff.
Good times.
Yes. Moving on. Next story.
Are we? Oh, okay, yeah, great. How fast can you type? Question mark. 1,310 people dug the story submitted by Mr. Wizard. I thought he was dead. But apparently not alive and digging. Take the test
terrible.
to see how fast. It was horrible. To see how fast you can type, just click Begin Typing Test and choose what story you want to type. You get better results if you take the test for 3 minutes. Kevin and I both took
Yes,
it.
and this is BS because I was reading the comments from all the diggers out there.
Oh,
and there's like, I
175,000.
did 125 words a minute.
I
It's
could
like,
type 5 letters every 0.4 seconds.
And the other guy's like, I did 126, and like one. It's like, come on, no, you can't.
Dude, that's like this.
How fast? That's pretty fast.
That's it. That was 125.
What did you get? What did you get? Just let's throw it out there.
I just screwed up the whole story. I think it was 53, 5, 4,
not bad.
2, 1.
It's bad. 65 here, but that's okay.
Yeah, well,
Takes time to grow.
I have a girlfriend. So there we are. Anywho.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then. Is that it? That's the end of the show.
It. Oh, we got to talk about our sponsor that makes this all possible.
Yes.
GoDaddy.com. For a limited time, GoDaddy is offering $1.99 domain names for transfers or renewals with each and every new non-domain product you buy.
Yes, and this we have to say that this is now a limited time offer. So it's going to end October 10th. So if
Right.
you want to get in on that $1.99 domain registration,
Now's the time to buy.
October 10th.
It's cheap, $1.99. Now, each new domain includes complete email at $9.95 value, completely free, and that means it's just your own personalized free email account with, POP or IMAP access or whatever.
Sure.
Plus, Diggnation listeners get an additional 10% off. You just have to enter on checkout the words Digg, the word Digg, D-I-G-G.
The words, multiple words, Digg, D-I space G-G.
You put that in your source, it's like the source code
Source
or
code, I
coupon
think is what
code
they
or whatever,
call it,
source code on your checkout, and you get 10% off. So get some domains, $1.99.
$1.99. And if you want to check out the stories we covered this week, you can check out the Diggnation feed on Digg.com, which is digg.com/users/Diggnation. You can also check what we dig throughout the week, although now I'm going to try to start doing that more.
I've been digging like crazy. Check out my feed. I've got a ton of good stories on it. Digg.com/users/Kevin Rose, and add me as a friend too in the friends section.
Yeah, and mine is digg.com/users/Alex Albrecht. And we'd love to give a huge shout out to Dolby Labs for sponsoring us and letting us play around with our new technologies, and also giving us the crystal decanters.
Yes, and we didn't spill anything.
And
in
we
that
didn't spill
equipment,
anything,
which is
although
pretty amazing.
we still have a couple more seconds.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes. Thanks for listening. This is Diggnation for. I was like, I don't know where the end
say
came.
goodbye. That's it. You're supposed to say this.
I know, and then all of a sudden,
off.
I got excited, and I was like, "This was episode." You were listening to episode 14. That's horrible.
Okay. Let's. How do we end it normally? You just say.
I think we just say,
Oh yeah. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.
As we sweet.
Dude, that's
That's pretty cool. You can see how it just comes and goes right into your head.
Yes.
Okay, so now
It
let's.
bores into your head like a brain mic. That's what Dolby headphone does. Dolby headphones. It bores into your head like a brain mic.